Dear the O'Donovan brothers, what's the crack? I watched you in Rio rowing and you were magnificent. You ticked all the boxes of being humble, generous and good at what you do.
Cut. Hey, will you stop walking so loud? We're filming here. For fuck's sake. Shut up, we're filming.
What are these boys like down in Skibbereen, like the back arse and over? And
rowing was a bad choice. Couldn't we have picked a warmer sport?
they really do think that there's a secret or we're doing some special training program and that we won't tell anyone.
We'd hear stories, what kind of crazy things we do.
Pick up the sheep, put them on their back, run up and down the hill.
We try and act kind of stupid and don't give away anything, you know. So junior athletes used to take the lambs.
There's a small town there and 2,000 people or so. Gary's fixing his hair there.
The washing machine.
Nearly everybody knows everybody.
Anyone else for a cup of tea?
The first time ever going to London, I couldn't get over people weren't saying hello to each other on the footpaths.
Oh, it is very different, yeah. Down in the southern part of the country, we're used to the fresh air and the birds, and we're not used to buildings.
I should roll off our heads as well, too. We're not with civilization at all, half the time, I'd say. But we're happier that way.
It is a good way to be.
It's a great mask, isn't it?
That's Sean's shop there. Sean is a guest man altogether.
Yeah, he is the world record for the most bras opened in a minute, is it?
3, 2, 1.
Steve Redmond's great guy.
He was the first person in history to complete the Ocean Sevens. There's that kind of ethos here. I suppose you'd see it in the rowing club as well. We don't have a lot, but I think we've a lot to prove. You know, we kind of always seem to be the underdogs.
Cambridge crew takes to the River Thames for their 110th meeting with Oxford. It's a gloomy English day.
The world of rowing that I know, it is an elite sport. The Cambridges and the Oxfords of this world, so the elite colleges, they've got a lot of funding. They've got a lot of paid coaches. We don't really have that.
Welcome to Skibbereen Rowing Club.
Yeah,
inside the front door. We have to fix the windows.
Holding the doors together there with the old sellotape.
Insulating tape, screen.
But it does the job. Yeah, we've got a river running out the back of the house, which is useful for the rowing. Coming to the kitchen back here, then that doesn't work at all, but that's the dishwasher that is used for putting filing cabinets on top of.
A bag of socks there.
White piece of paper that's on a string. Put the leg out the window like that.
The old training programs over the years, like this one is up there, the endurance program, but that's top secret. You're not allowed to produce that. Don't show anyone. Most of the equipment here is handmade.
You don't need anything fancy.
There's no one thing that says, oh, you have to have money or you have to have this facility or that facility.
We make the what we have here.
One. Bring us the fucking batteries.
Okay, we never had money. We had no money.
We just had enough funds to buy scrap metal to make weights for our weights room.
If the bar ain't bending, you're only pretending.
Our rowing gears, it's an expensive bit of kit. We got red tape, we improvised, but it works. Dominic is coaching us. He's a volunteer. He's there in the morning, come down from work, at his lunchtime break, straight after work again. He just thinks about rowing all the time, I think.
Right in front of us, the list of national championship winners on a big, huge gold board.
That's top of the league, really. No one's won more national championships than Skibbereen.
We've had lots of success in the club, but there's something special about an Olympic medal.
You know, no rower from the whole of Ireland had ever won an Olympic rowing medal. We needed some very special homegrown talent.
So what were Gary and Paul like when they were kids?
Sue, help me out on this one. Yeah, they were mad. They were wild. They were wild boys.
There were live wires, live wires.
They were always scheming something.
Sound lads.
Great boys.
Sound boys.
They're destined for something special. Because we're so close in age, we're brothers. We're always fighting and beating the crap out of each other. So we got kind of
A bad rep.
yeah, bad rep.
Yeah.
We were quite competitive with each other, so we wanted to be racing each other, and Dad said, we'll go rowing. We were like, rowing, what's that? We'll do it. And a bit of stupidity helped as well.
Thanks be to God they got into rowing, because if they didn't, I don't know what else they'd be at.
Just fell in love with rowing, to be honest. And we realised we had less energy for fighting and messing and stuff. Gary hit me in an argument over the heater upstairs here one day and gave me a clock into the head, and he hurt his hand. So
It put me out of the boat for a few days.
he couldn't train for the week.
We realised if we were hurting ourselves and each other, then we weren't going to get faster.
And so we started then working with our coach, Dominic. He's great crack.
It's great, yeah.
He's a lunatic, you know, he loves rowing.
Oh, well, when just on leaving there, I just told him what to do, basically, the distance, the kilometres.
I suppose one thing is the accent, like.
Just where to go today, basically.
Like he's talking in codes.
Well, really, it's when they stop, you would talk to them, really. You talk to the crew when they stop, you would say, look, you know, we're working on the technique.
It adds to the mystery of Skibbereen Rowing Club, like, because no one knows what the coach is saying except ourselves. And we're like family, really, the way we'd be carrying on some of the times.
He's very receptive of us giving him criticism as well. So if we go away someday and tell him his coaching's crap, then he'll listen.
He won't listen to that.
Gary is always doing more looking for the fun and the banter, and I was a bit more serious. If the two of us were like me, we could have just trained so hard that we get sick and tired of it. And if we were like Gary, we mightn't have trained hard enough all the time. But like the combination of the two of us, it worked out.
It just kind of naturally progressed. We were quite successful domestically, started doing really well internationally.
You'd see them on the river, you'd see pictures in the local paper. But don't know, did everybody think they were going to be in the Olympics?
Over the couple of years, we'd been getting better and better and better, and we both had the dream of going to the Olympics and taking a medal.
The year 2015, as the Olympic qualifier came closer and closer, everyone thought, geez, these lads are going to have a go qualifying.
The top 11 boats qualified. Jeez, we came 11th, like.
Yeah.
We made it by a quarter of a second. We beat the poor old Greeks.
We had to figure out how to go from being unsuccessful to being successful. And we put a bit of thought into it, and we figured if we do more training, we might go faster.
Everyone has the same rowing boats, same number of arms, same number of legs.
And they all have water.
They all have water to row on.
Whether the walls of your rowing club are insulated or they're just blocks like here, you still have to do 8,000 kilometres a year. It's the execution of the training programme, the intent when you come in every day. Yeah, but I'm fucked at the minute now. If I can pick up the fucking thing, I will. We knew we had the confidence that we were going to go as fast as we could. We didn't know were we going to come first or fifth or sixth or wherever. We might as well give it the very best shot.
Oh, race day, nobody slept the night before or that day. We opened up early. We had our rosary beads out, everybody prayed for them, and that they'd come back okay, that they'd come back safe.
Two boys who had grown up in our club were now on the telly in Rio, you know, competing at the biggest event, something that nobody in Ireland had ever achieved.
The whole town turned Paul and Gary. Flags, flags, flags.
Every eye of every person in the library was fixed on the computer. You could have heard a pin drop.
And now the O'Donovan brothers from Skibbereen. It's their opportunity to take on the best in the world.
We couldn't call it. We knew they had a chance. We knew that when they got to the final. We knew that they had a chance.
If they got a medal, that would be amazing.
It's our first lightweight double in an Olympic final. So lane one, Ireland.
The first two strokes we did were poor enough. From the third stroke on, then I'd say they were as good as they could be.
500 metres, the Irish staying the pace.
We could see that we were still in touch with the guys that would usually be a good bit ahead of us.
The Irish looking very, very strong, very, very composed. Gary O'Donovan.
I cried maybe about the 1,000 metres. Just the pride, I suppose.
After 1,000 metres, there is nothing to choose between any of those crews.
Do you think, oh my goodness, this is it? What happens next is, in the hands of the gods.
They are still very much in contention.
3/4 of the way and then made a bit of a push for the lead.
They're going to cause a real threat to the French, and the French are in a race. At the moment, it's France in first place. Ireland in the silver medal position, challenging for gold.
4 boats in line, and I was like, Grant, go, 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 go.
This is going to be a huge fast finish. Get on the line, but it's a silver medal for Ireland.
It was such a big deal, and that's what's exciting. Like, it made it so much greater than just rowing. It made it something for everybody.
Old people that couldn't walk got into wheelchairs and got into Zimmer frames just to go out to see them. Like, it was better than the Pope.
Don't make us proud to say that we're from Ireland, we're from Cork, we're from Wildcard, most importantly, we're from Skibbereen. People are saying, what's the secret in Skibbereen? What are you doing? Or what's in the water?
No, I can't tell you.
No. That's the secret.
If we ever did need anything, in some way there's always going to be someone there to help. Even if it is just to make a few sandwiches at a regatta, or for whatever reason, we couldn't pay the electricity bills, people are always willing to give.
I did well with the meringues. I sold them to 3 nice boys.
A lot of people and a lot of clubs and a lot of communities can learn a lot from what Skibbereen has done. People are excited for more. They're willing on the athletes, the youngsters, and there's fierce excitement. The biggest thing is belief. Any youngster could walk in the door of this rowing club tomorrow morning and said, I want to go to the Olympics. No one would ever doubt them, ever.
There's a small town there, and 2,000 people or so. Gary's fixing his hair.